Greetings from Austria, everyone. I'm so excited to be your guide on this adventure through one of Europe's most captivating countries. Austria is a land of stunning contrasts, from the majestic snow-capped Alps to the lush rolling vineyards, from grand imperial cities to charming villages nestled in valleys. We'll wander through medieval streets, marvel at baroque architecture, and maybe even learn a few words of German along the way. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or simply looking for an unforgettable travel experience, Austria has something for everyone. So pack your bags, grab your walking shoes, and get ready to experience the magic of Austria. We'll start our journey by learning about brief history and geographical importance of Austria, and then we will head towards the picturesque Danube Valley, then wind our way through charming villages, explore ancient salt mines, and immerse ourselves in the musical heritage of Salzburg. Finally, we'll end our adventure in the elegant capital city of Vienna. Get ready for an unforgettable journey. Austria has a rich and complex history. It was once the center of the powerful Habsburg Empire, which ruled much of Central Europe for centuries. The Habsburg dynasty's influence began in the late Middle Ages and continued until the end of World War I, when the Austro-Hungarian Empire was dissolved. Austria's geographical location has always been strategically significant. It is situated in the heart of Europe, bordered by 8 countries: Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, Italy, Switzerland, and Liechtenstein. This central position makes Austria a key transit hub for trade and travel across Europe. The country is largely mountainous, with the Alps covering about 62% of its territory. This terrain not only provides stunning landscapes but also influences the climate and agriculture. The Danube River, one of Europe's major rivers, flows through Austria, enhancing its importance as a trade route. Austria's location and natural features have made it a cultural crossroads, influencing its rich heritage in music, art, and architecture. Vienna, the capital, has been a significant cultural and political center throughout history. Our Austrian adventure begins in the Danube Valley, a region steeped in history and renowned for its natural beauty. The Danube River, immortalized in Johann Strauss II's famous waltz, winds its way through this picturesque valley, connecting charming towns and ancient castles. For centuries, the Danube has been a vital waterway, shaping the landscape and influencing the culture of the region. As we cruise along its gentle currents, we'll encounter vineyards clinging to sun-drenched slopes, medieval fortresses perched atop rocky outcrops, and charming villages frozen in time. The Danube Valley is not just a feast for the eyes, it's also a region steeped in history. We'll visit Melk Abbey, a magnificent Benedictine monastery perched on a rocky crag overlooking the river, and explore the ruins of Dürnstein Castle, where legend has it that Richard the Lionheart was imprisoned. The Wachau Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a particularly beautiful stretch of the Danube, renowned for its terraced vineyards, charming villages, and ancient monasteries. This idyllic valley is a true feast for the senses, with the aroma of apricot orchards filling the air, the sound of birdsong echoing through the vineyards, and the sight of colorful houses lining the riverbanks. We'll take a leisurely bike ride along the Danube cycle path, stopping to sample local wines at a traditional Heuriger, a type of wine tavern unique to Austria. Here, we'll savor the region's renowned Gruner Veltliner wine and enjoy hearty local specialties like Wiener Schnitzel and apricot dumplings. As we continue our journey through the Wachau Valley, we'll visit the medieval town of Dürnstein, with its blue and white church tower and the ruins of its once mighty castle. We'll also explore the charming village of Weissenkirchen, known for its picturesque location and its annual apricot festival. No trip to the Danube Valley would be complete without a visit to Melk Abbey, one of Austria's most magnificent Baroque monasteries. Perched high above the Danube River, this imposing abbey is a masterpiece of architecture and art, with its grand halls, frescoed ceilings, and stunning library. Learning about its history and admiring its impressive collection of art and artifacts. Be sure to climb to the top of the abbey's tower for breathtaking views over the Danube Valley. From Melk, we'll continue our journey along the Danube, perhaps stopping at the medieval town of Krems, known for its historic city center and its connection to the artist Egon Schiele. As we bid farewell to the Danube Valley, we'll carry with us memories of its scenic beauty, rich history, and warm hospitality. Nestled between the shores of a pristine alpine lake and the towering Dürnstein Mountains, Hallstatt is a village straight out of a fairy tale. With its charming wooden houses, colorful flower boxes, and breathtaking mountain backdrop, Hallstatt is one of Austria's most picturesque destinations. This UNESCO World Heritage Site has been attracting visitors for centuries, drawn by its scenic beauty and its fascinating history. Hallstatt is known for its salt mines, which have been in operation for over 7,000 years, making it one of the oldest settlements in Europe. We'll take a leisurely stroll through the narrow streets of Hallstatt, admiring the traditional wooden houses with their ornate carvings and colorful facades. Be sure to stop at the Marktplatz, the heart of the village, where you can browse local crafts and enjoy a cup of coffee with a view. No visit to Hallstatt is complete without a trip to the salt mines, which have played a vital role in the village's history and economy for millennia. This is a slide-down wooden chute used by miners centuries ago. Salt trade from these mines brought wealth and prosperity to Hallstatt. After our underground adventure, we'll take a relaxing boat ride on Lake Hallstatt, enjoying stunning views of the village and the surrounding mountains. The crystal-clear waters of the lake reflect the surrounding peaks, creating a scene of unparalleled beauty. Keep an eye out for the iconic swan-shaped boats that glide across the lake, adding to the fairy tale atmosphere. For the best views of Hallstatt, be sure to hike up to the Hallstatt Skywalk, a viewing platform perched high above the village, offering breathtaking panoramic views. As our time in Hallstatt draws to a close, we'll savor the tranquility of this magical village, surrounded by breathtaking natural beauty and steeped in history. Salzburg, nestled on the banks of the Salzach River, is a city that seems to have stepped straight out of a fairy tale. Cobblestone streets wind their way through a picturesque landscape of baroque architecture, with the majestic Hohensalzburg fortress standing guard on the hilltop above. The air here vibrates with a special energy, a palpable sense of history and culture that's deeply intertwined with music. You see, Salzburg is the birthplace of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, one of the most celebrated composers in history. Born here in 1756, Mozart's genius blossomed in this very city, and his presence can still be felt at every turn. From the house where he was born, now a fascinating museum, to the squares where he played as a child, Salzburg is a living testament to his extraordinary talent. But Salzburg's musical heritage extends far beyond Mozart. The city has long been a magnet for musicians and composers, and its streets come alive each summer during the world-renowned Salzburg Festival. For over a century, this festival has drawn music lovers from around the globe to witness opera, concerts, and theatrical performances in stunning venues across the city. Walking these streets, you'll understand why Salzburg is considered one of Europe's cultural gems. It's a city where history, music, and breathtaking scenery combine to create an experience that's truly unforgettable. So pack your bags, bring your walking shoes, and get ready to be enchanted by the magic of Salzburg. Now let's step back in time and explore Salzburg's Altstadt, the historic Old Town. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Altstadt is a perfectly preserved example of a European city center from the Middle Ages. Narrow lanes and charming squares are lined with colorful buildings, their facades adorned with intricate wrought iron signs and overflowing flower boxes. As you wander through the Get-Reitergasse, Salzburg's most famous shopping street, be sure to look up. Above the shop windows, you'll notice elaborate wrought iron guild signs, each depicting the trade once practiced within. These signs are a fascinating glimpse into the city's rich past as a center of commerce and craftsmanship. Don't miss the Residenzplatz, Salzburg's grandest square, dominated by the impressive Salzburg residence, the former palace of the Prince Archbishops. Here, you can almost hear the echoes of the past, the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages, the chatter of merchants, and the strains of Mozart's music drifting from open windows. Take your time exploring the Altstadt, duck into hidden courtyards, discover charming cafes tucked away on side streets, and simply savor the ambiance of this living, breathing museum. While the Altstadt is Salzburg's beating heart, there's much more to discover beyond its historic walls. Just a short funicular ride up the Monksberg, the mountain overlooking the city, will reward you with breathtaking panoramic views of Salzburg's rooftops, church spires, and the surrounding mountains. And speaking of mountains, No trip to Salzburg is complete without experiencing the stunning scenery of the Salzkammergut Lake District, just a short trip from the city. Here, crystal-clear lakes reflect towering peaks, charming villages dot the shores, and the air is filled with the sound of cowbells and birdsong. For a taste of Salzburg's history, visit the majestic Hohensalzburg Fortress, perched high above the city. This imposing fortress, dating back to the 11th century, offers not only a fascinating glimpse into the past, but also unparalleled views of Salzburg and the surrounding countryside. Whether you're drawn to its musical legacy, its charming old town, or the breathtaking scenery that surrounds it, Salzburg is a city that will capture your heart and leave you with memories to last a lifetime. Tirolean Alps. Oh boy, there's something else. Imagine soaring peaks, lush valleys dotted with traditional villages, crystal-clear lakes reflecting the sky. It's like stepping into a postcard. This region is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. We're talking world-class skiing in winter, challenging hikes in summer, and breathtaking scenery year-round. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just looking for a peaceful escape in nature, Tyrol has something for everyone. Pack your hiking boots or your skis because we're going in. Now, Tyrol isn't just about stunning landscapes. It's steeped in history and culture too. Think charming villages with frescoed houses, traditional costumes, and centuries-old festivals. You'll find that warm, welcoming Tyrolean hospitality everywhere you go. Imagine cozying up in a traditional gasthouse, enjoying hearty local cuisine, and listening to folk music with the locals. It's a chance to experience Austria's authentic heart, away from the hustle and bustle of the bigger cities. Now, let's talk activities. For the thrill seekers, Tyrol offers everything from challenging hikes and mountain biking trails to paragliding and whitewater rafting. If relaxation is more your style, take a leisurely boat ride on a crystal-clear lake, or simply soak up the views from a sunny terrace. And don't forget to sample the local delicacies. Tyrol is known for its hearty Alpine cuisine, with dishes like Specknodel, which are bacon dumplings, and Kaiser Schmarrn, a shredded pancake that are sure to satisfy your taste buds. Vienna, the city of waltzes, coffee houses, and imperial history. This grand dame of Europe is a treasure trove of art, music, and culture. Walking through Vienna's streets is like stepping back in time. Imagine magnificent palaces, sprawling gardens, and horse-drawn carriages. It's a feast for the senses. From the Habsburg dynasty to Mozart and Beethoven, Vienna's legacy is deeply intertwined with its imperial past and musical heritage. Vienna is a city that lives and breathes music. This is where Mozart, Beethoven, and Strauss once graced the grand concert halls, and their legacy continues to resonate today. Attending a classical music performance in Vienna is an experience like no other. Whether it's at the iconic Vienna State Opera or a charming concert hall, you'll be swept away by the sheer talent and passion. Beyond music, Vienna boasts world-renowned museums, art galleries, and theaters. From the masterpieces at the Kunsthistorisches Museum to contemporary art scenes, there's something to satisfy every cultural craving. No trip to Vienna is complete without experiencing its famed coffee culture. These aren't just places to grab a quick caffeine fix, mind you. Viennese coffee houses are institutions, places to linger for hours over a single cup of coffee, a slice of Sachertorte, and good conversation. And speaking of treats, Vienna is a paradise for those with a sweet tooth. From apple strudel to Sachertorte, be sure to indulge in the city's decadent pastries and desserts. Well folks, that brings us to the end of our Austrian adventure. From the majestic Alps of Tyrol to the Imperial Grandeur of Vienna, we've only just scratched the surface of this captivating country. I hope you've enjoyed this little taste of Austria and are inspired to experience its magic for yourselves. Remember, travel is about embracing the new, the different, and the unknown. So, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep the spirit of adventure alive. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on our next journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you in the next video.